Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
The following videos contain material that is not appropriate for young audiences or stuck-up assholes.
Yo, before we start the show, somebody got a raise. I want my cut. I ain't never seen that shit before. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the R&R Show. We are live. And I am very happy to have not only a good friend to me, a brother to me, but somebody I saw grow in this industry since he first got on my show back in 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, the author, E.L Discipline.
Yep, appreciate it.
Thank you for coming, my brother. Thank you.
I'm proud of all your success, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yes, you were. You came on the show plenty of times, man. We had plenty of fun, especially when Miss Ethel was on the show and you were on the show. Shout out to everybody who was part of the show back then. Karma, Ralph Leone. We had a great time and everything. But it's a whole new era, whole new station, whole new thing that we're doing here, and I'm so happy to have you on here. I'm very happy.
You gonna send the links?
Yeah, I gotta introduce you the right way. I gotta introduce you the right way before we do this. If people don't have been part of the show for many years, everybody knows this man been on my show several times. When he came on the show in 2016, I came and I told him, I said, dude, you got to write books about this. You got to have your own show about this, and you're going to blow up. Now we're in 2022. This motherfucker got mad more shit than me because there's a lot of horny people out there that watch him and read his books, okay? But he does it well, okay? I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud that he went on there, and I'm very humbled that he had me on his podcast, The Discipline Therapy Show, and his latest masterpiece, okay?
There's still unfinished business.
There's still unfinished business. Beautiful models on the show. My man dressed up to impress. You got to read this book. He signed it for me and everything. I'm not going to say what it was because it made me emotional. But anyway, it's on Amazon?
Yeah, Kindle, iTunes, Amazon Kindle for the electronic version, booksamillion.com.
Okay.
Barnes and Nobles.
And who is the lovely publisher who did this for us?
The publisher is Dorrance.
Okay.
I have like 3 books with AJB Publishing.
Yes, ABG Publishing.
This is a new publisher.
Which it's gonna publish my books when they come out and everything.
Oh yeah,
we'll talk about that.
Trouble with these books. For that. Books, plural.
Books, plural. A lot of secrets are coming out. But anyway,
wait to read that.
Can't wait to read believe me, there's it's gonna be fun. People are gonna know what I'm about when that book comes out. Anyway,
so do your thing. Do your thing. For people who old followers, they know me as E.L Discipline. New followers, I'm gonna reintroduce myself. E.L Discipline. You know that moniker rings bells. But some people know me as Chocolate Incarnate. Master the seductive language as words are their weakness. Cerebral executioner, more patient than a high school teacher. I'm cooler than the other side of the pillow. Here we go, Mr. Author of not 1, 2, 3, 4, but 5 books in under a year. 7 in 2.5. You might laugh, but you probably couldn't do half. Yeah. You'll go out of your mind trying to figure out mine. If I told you I was one of a kind, you probably think I was lying. Gift the gab and gift the jab. Tonight you're gonna see me get in my bag.
Damn, now he's a rapper now. Shit.
So sit back, relax. Go grab your wine or popcorn or my favorite roller blunt, but make sure the children are in bed because we got some soulful conversations tonight. Prepare your mind to be fed. We hope you're ready because you're tuned into what
The Raw and Ready Show.
With Raphael G and me.
Yeah, that's right. Let me tell you something. I love this man. But he forgot two more. He forgot the Haitian heartbreaker and the pussy assassin. Okay, that's it. That's all we'll say. The Haitian heartbreaker and the pussy assassin. Well, anyway.
What you got about my Dominican side?
Oh, yeah, plátano, the perfect plátano. Okay.
So what are the
This is the only. Wait. This is the only Dominican that actually admits he's black.
Oh yeah.
All right.
See,
half of your people don't like saying
confused.
that. They're confused. All right. Let me tell you something.
They think they live on a totally different island or something.
I wanna get into this book. Why did you name it? There's still unfinished business.
Well, that's the third installment. Stuck Between Two Different Worlds is the first one, so it's
okay.
It's a 3-book series.
But this one's a lot thicker than the other ones, man.
Yes.
You really
really went in on that.
you really went
the
on
writing
this.
style is different as well. It's script form.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So basically, it's a how-to book. If you put it in script terms,
no.
you can role play. You can role play with
No,
this.
that's a novel.
Okay, but you know, there's
a
some
novel.
women that'll read it and they think they're the characters in the book.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. There's no way. I'm so proud of you on how you've come a long way. You know, you got 7 books. This is your 7th one, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got 7 books that came out. You know, you work with different publishers. You have it on the platforms that need to be on there. You know, I read your reviews. I'm not gonna lie to you. There are some haters out there, but
We need
out of
those.
yeah,
We
because
need
it makes us better. But when I read your ratings, what I have to say, and I'm not saying it because he's here. You know, these are people that we don't know. I read your ratings on Amazon. You're out there. You're out there. You're doing your thing. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Don't stop and everything. I mean, I can't wait to get my ratings.
Yo, I'm fucking waiting too.
I can't wait. Well, shout out to Andrea, who's going to be publishing my
mean-
books. I love you, mommy. Thank you so much for making a dream come true. And it's all because of your ass. All right? Make this story short before we get into the show. I called this man one day. I said, listen, I got a book that I wrote 10 years ago. I got it in the cloud. I'm going to send it to you. You let me know if you think it's worth it. This motherfucker calls me up and goes, dude, you got to publish this. You saw something that we didn't see. And, you know, the book is called Confessions of a Concierge. And I got to see the lifestyles of rich people and how miserable they are. So I just gave them what my thoughts. What the hell? Somebody, even the rats are hating on us here. Yo, for real, the Puerto Rican rats are like, shut up, man. The book is about what I was thinking when I would see these people. Like, yo, this motherfucker got all this money, and he's miserable as fuck.
You saw this shit that goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah. So then I was like, you know what? And, you know, you launched it from there. Well, my mic, why don't you just tell me my mic is not working that good? No. Yo, the damn rats throwing shit from the ceiling, man. So anyway,
But you know what? Everything is worth publishing
yes.
because you have all different types of people.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why there's different genres
Yes.
out there, you know?
Yes.
So I always say like my shit, I believe I'm the best author in the world, but
you have to
there
believe
could be
that.
people out there that can say his books are trash. I'm fine with that.
That's
It's not your cup of tea.
But my man, you have to be that way. You have to be. You have to think you're the best author in the world. You have to think you're the best comedian. You have to think you're the best wrestler because it brings out the best in you. You know, if you feel that you're the best, you're gonna be the best at what you do. You know what I'm saying? I always told you that. You know, you got baby daddy can rap. Oh shit, somebody you got love coming. Baddie daddy can rap.
Claiming baby daddy.
No, baddie daddy. I'm sorry, I read that wrong.
Oh.
But
I was about to say because a lot of women claim men visually and verbally.
yeah,
they
I
don't
know.
Walk up to men.
I know. But
That's zaddy right there.
yeah, believe me. I've been told that plenty of times. I'm not gonna say nothing. Anyway, but you have to think that discipline. You have to, you know, because it brings out your best work. Like I do mixes. Everybody knows I got mixes on SoundCloud. Some of my mixes come out really well. Some of them are you know. But then I'll listen to it. I'll be like, damn, I'm freaking pissed. And then I'll redo it, and I'm like, why I didn't do this the first time?
Mm-hmm. It's just like the comedy. It's just like the comedy shit that
Yeah.
you have, right? Like when you put it out, like some of it is not for everybody. Like I'll look at that shit, I'll scroll through, and I'm like, yo, the Puerto Rican Newsday shit that
Yeah.
he did. My goodness, that shit had me fucking crying.
I was mad because you know why? They had this little white boy who just put up a thing about his dog taking his shit, and I'm like, how did this guy get
Yeah.
13,000 views for something that stupid?
What?
So I was like, let me go out there and be a typical Puerto Rican. I went to sleep. That was done at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, word?
Okay, and you know I get up early. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I said, "Wait a minute, what happened while I was sleeping?" I said, I got something. But anyway, enough of me.
It's like that sometimes.
You know, I love the fact that the way you wrote, where you come from, Eastern New York, Brooklyn. Your parents are from Haiti and the Dominican Republic. You know, you have a talent. You know, you do your thing with the BDSM and everything. I know that world is crazy because I got to see it. Excuse me. I got to see an inside view of it when
when
you
I
came on the show.
Okay. Yeah, June 23rd, 2016.
Yeah, he remembers the date and everything, man. That's how I love
Dude, you called me back August 4th with
Look at
Ethel
that.
and I.
Look at-
The
oh,
Battle of
and let me
Sexes,
tell you something. Yes, and you know
the
what?
same year.
The same year. And let me tell you something. You two, between you and Ethel, have brought some characters out of the woodworks to watch the show.
No doubt.
And then, and I always tell people, I don't hate people that use my platform to do better for themselves. I applaud you. You know what I'm saying? What I admire is the people like you that said, hey, this man gave me a shot on his show. I got some love from it. I'm doing well. I got to show him love and bring him onto my show. And it was an honor to go on your show and do your thing. And I was like, wait a minute. This kid didn't really talk that much on my show, and now look at him. He's hosting. He has his studio, and I watch. I catch you on YouTube, and I'm like, yo, he's doing his thing.
Let's be frank, man. I was really respectful coming on. Once I was on there for 2 or 3 times, I was like,
you're
yo,
not a
you know
guest
I'm
no
gonna
more.
fucking come
You're
take
not a
over.
guest. Yeah, you're not a
I'm gonna
guest.
take over. But I'm not doing that in the beginning.
Yeah, but you know,
this what 7 years ago. We still
Yeah,
didn't know
but
each other.
yes, exactly. Let's keep
6
it
years
real.
ago.
It's a Spanish household tradition. If you're there more than 3 times, you're not a guest anymore. You
Yeah.
got to go and get your own soda from the fridge. Let's keep it real. Let's
That's
keep
a
it
fact.
real.
That's a
If
fact.
you are loved in a Spanish household, you're there more than 3 times.
That's
Oh,
a
can I get
fact.
something to drink? Nigga, you know where the fridge is.
That's a fact.
Go say, just make sure you
That's a
clean the
fact.
cup when
That's
you're
a
done.
fact.
That's it.
And it's disrespectful when you're not taking the food. When you're
Yeah, yo, listen, when you no, then fuck you then. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say you can starve, Well, anyway, let's get into this. Let's get into this world. I want to go into your world. You're my guest, but we're in your world
We're
right
gonna
now.
get into some.
All right, yeah. I want to get into. I know some stuff you wanted to talk about.
What do you want to?
Well, I want to talk about now that as people might say, oh, he's a small time author or he's a small time comedian, and blah blah blah. blah.
I don't think I'm a small.
No. I'm saying what people will think.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What's the big deal? They always criticize before they.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like to eat that. Taste it first.
All right.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You and I were talking behind the scenes about how haters come within your circle.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get more love out of people that you never seen before,
Yeah.
never met in person, that follow your show or read your books or are into the same thing you're into or whatever the situation may be, or they're curious to see how that world is.
And
How do you deal
I think
with the inner circle hate? That's what I call it.
I have great eye discipline.
Okay.
So I'm able to study certain idiosyncrasies. The thing with that is the reason those people feel that way is because of access. That's what I feel like it comes down to. Like that's the summary, access. So you look at a nigga that is from, like, we're in the Bronx right now. Let's say I'm in the Bronx, but I'm from Flatbush, right? Let's use our imagination. A nigga that's up the block, he's not gonna show me the same love of somebody in Florida.
Yeah.
Or London.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because even though we're not doing the same thing, he may think or she may think we're on the same level because of where you are.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I feel like it comes down to access, Whereas, like, even like we were talking behind the scenes where you know, you're like, yo, if your boy comes out with something, buy that shit.
Yeah.
And don't ask for a discount.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you come out with your book. I told you this. We were talking behind the scenes. Yo, I'm going to buy that shit. I'm going to buy 10 of them. You're like, no, you family.
Yeah,
we were arguing for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. We were.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day, like, that's what it comes down to. You know, and everybody's always trying to get on the same level as everybody else. And it's like people don't understand and they don't want to accept that we're all different individuals.
Yes.
Like, there's certain levels of capacity, mental capacity, ambition, hunger that I have that you will never have.
Yes.
And vice versa. I could never do the community.
I gotta say something. Sue Sotomayor, the Discipline Therapy podcast. Thank you, Mama, for logging on. Thank you. She saw the 2 episodes that you were at when we were on before.
Okay,
and let me tell you talk about supporters from the outside circle. This man right here, John Henriquez, is the #1 fan of the R&R Show, and he listens to the show in New Mexico. Ooh. Okay, you know how I met this man? I was one day at the hospital. You remember I was sick or whatever, and I ran into his brother. I was talking to a friend of his brother, and she found out I was a wrestler. She was buying some shirts from me, and he goes, "Hey man, I would love to buy some shirts and send it to my brother in Mexico." I'm thinking Mexico, you know. Puerto Ricans always forget that it's New Mexico. It's, you know. So I gave him the shirt. He sent it to his brother. His brother looked me up. He's been on my show every week ever since. That's what when you get people from outside, and John, I love you for that. You know, I got some free stuff. You know, you're getting a free copy of the book. You deserve it. This man at work listens to my show from New Mexico. Meanwhile, somebody, like you said, up the block, that's right now sitting down doing nothing, won't even log in to say, "Hey, Papa, I got your back." Or don't even listen to me. Just help me get ready.
They want to see you do good, but not better than them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not the first one to say that quote.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. You know, and it comes down to access, like I was talking about. But yeah, shout out to Suhei, co-host on the Discipline Therapy podcast. Season 7 premiere tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
And I'm watching it.
So, yeah, man, like, I talk about what you were talking about in my separate audio show. I have a separate audio called the Discipline Therapy Talk.
Okay.
Discipline Therapy Talk, and it's just audio. It's not visual, and I do it by myself.
Right.
So I just kind of talk about, like, social construct, social conditioning, men and women, masculinity, femininity, and I just go in. Whatever I feel should be said or a thought I have, I go in.
Right. Well, but you have to. In this day and age, you got to be forward and upfront about what you feel. The only thing I don't like about this day and age is there's too many fucking sensitive people out there that can't take the fact that you're speaking what's on your mind.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, "Damn, I don't like what he's saying, but I respect what he's saying," because he's saying it from the heart. You got people out there, "I didn't like the way he said femininity. I didn't like this." Man, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, this is my show, and I always tell people, I might not agree with what you say, but I'm going to respect it because you had the balls to do what you do to say it, just like you have the balls to write what you write about your book. There's a lot of people, I know for a fact, there's people in your world that won't want the people outside the world to know about this. You know, hey, that's my world. I don't want to expose it to them. I don't need them to know what I do. It's the same thing with music, art, whatever is it that you do.
Absolutely.
But like Apollonia says, she's the host of the In and Out show.
Cancel culture.
You know, on Monday. Shout out to her. She's a transvestite. To me, I call her she. Why? Because she's from the old school.
Okay.
She didn't use social media to come out and say, "This is who I am." She's old school, so she deserves to be called a she. To other people, she's like, no, that's a man in a woman's dress. That's a chick with a dick. Fine, whatever. But she earned that respect, and she represents it fully. Like, in her culture, I know there's people, why are you doing that? Why are you letting them know our secrets? Why? And it's the same thing in your world. The same thing in wrestling. Wrestling, you can't, please. Everybody knows wrestling is fake.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well,
the outcome
as far
is out
as
there.
the scripted.
It's scripted,
like,
but the painted. You've been to my matches.
Yeah.
You saw me body slam people.
Yes, that's what I was about to
that.
say. Maybe like 75%. A little bit less, maybe 65% fake as far as like punches and shit. But you're
the
slamming
body slam,
niggas.
you were
You're
there.
really slamming
you recorded
niggas.
one of the best videos I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I can hear you in the background.
You gotta have a back for
Get
that.
him. Oh, shit.
That's why I
nigga.
said I don't do that shit, but I respect it.
Right.
You
And
know
I
what I'm saying?
respect, and listen, I don't knock nobody's hustle. I don't care if you're selling a rock. I don't care if you're sucking cock. I don't care if you're doing this shit. I don't care if you're licking tits. I don't give a shit what you do. If it brings you to a positive outcome where you are satisfied with yourself and say, I did what I wanted to do, and nobody can tell me that I couldn't do it. It's the same thing with me. I went into wrestling at the age of 45. There's guys walking away from it when I walked in. I accomplished my dreams there. Now the books are coming out. That's a new TikTok opened up a lot of doors for me, you know, that Facebook closed, you know. So I don't knock it when people are out there. Manny Morales from Florida, let's go. I don't knock people's hustles. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock it because you do what you listen. You write about this. There's people that write about how to fillet a fish. There's people that write about how to clean dirty shit stains in your drawers.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
like,
saying? You do what you have.
yeah, you have all different types of people who like different types of things. So put it out. You know what I'm saying? If you have an idea, you know, like me, all I had was an idea and a pen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could relate to you working in the morning and, like, creating this final book. The characters are dancing in my head.
Yeah.
It's like I have to manage this corporation, so I have to be there on time. You know I'm a punctual motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, you know, I have to wake up at 6 o'clock to be there at 7. 2
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning, they're dancing in my head. I can't go to sleep. I got to write shit down.
Yeah, yeah.
know
Well, that's
what
the
I'm
way
saying?
it is. With, you know, just like you, like anybody who's sincere about what they do, they're gonna lose sleep. They're gonna miss personal events. They're gonna forget to call somebody at a certain time because, in rather it's wrestling, rap, music, writing a book, whatever it is that you do. When you get that idea in your head that you know, hey, I'm gonna do something with this. You have to stop.
Yeah.
And say, I don't give a fuck. I'm on the highway, dude. I've stopped and said, let me put this in my memo on my phone so I don't forget it when I get home.
I've done the same shit.
You understand what I'm saying? Because it's happened that way.
I've done the same shit.
Like, for instance, you're writing your book. I know for a fact, just like because I got my books coming out,
Yeah.
where I'm like thinking of something and be like, oh shit, hold on. Andrea, can I change page 12? Yeah, what's going on? This is, yes, send me a revised version. Because you don't want to lose that thought.
Yeah.
Because you're like, okay, it was good what I wrote, but I reworded it, it's going to be better. And I know that you go through that. I know that's time that you're at work and
You have to have those the discipline and those sacrifices. That's what it comes down to, the sacrifices. Like you're talking about sleep and missing the parties or whatever it is, delayed gratification. You know, you have to go through that if you want to get your goals. But I'm a spiritual person as well, so I believe like words are energy, thoughts are energy. So once you put out what you want to do, God and the ancestors are going to test you. You want to be a comedian? Okay. I'm going to put these bumps in the road to see if you're going to quit.
oh, yeah. I know, believe me, because the best comedy in the world. And, people tell me, who's your favorite, do your top 5 or top 10 comedians. I don't put them in numbers. I don't put them in numbers. I have my top 10, and I don't care if it's 1 to 10, whatever. One of them is Bernie Mac. And Bernie Mac said, and I remember this quote, he said, the best comedians out there come from pain. Whatever comedian out there says, I had a good life, a happy life, you're lying. Because remember, comedians are telling stories that you won't dare to tell. You know what I'm saying? Look at some of his stand-up. He talks about his sister being a crackhead, raising his nieces and nephews. I talk about when I used to get high. I talk about when I got fucked up for being an asshole at home. I talk about my misadventures with my brothers and my sister or my friends or whatever. And I just exaggerated a little bit. And then all my craziness that people see on videos, that comes from an imagination when I was twisted. And now that I'm sober, I remember what I used to think about. I said, yo, that shit was funny.
Exaggerating a little bit, kind of lying.
No, you just, to me, Evelise, how you doing? Thank you for logging on. I mean, to me, it's like, you could tell me a story like, yo, I went to this girl's house or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And when I was doing her, she farted and turned me off. That's it. Now, I'll come and say, yo, I was doing this chick, and I was doing a pa. The bitch that one go, I was like, damn. And I knew she lied to me. She said she didn't eat, but I smelled panini. I smelled tomatoes and shit, but I kept going but I held my breath. I'm saying the same story.
Okay.
All I'm doing is exaggerating. And when you tell your stories, you're using your imagination, because you could think it one way, but it's putting it out on paper is another way.
That's a fact.
Because remember, not everybody's going to see it like you and I see it. So we have to put it out there where they can see it. You see what I'm saying? See, I'm kicking some knowledge in. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's smarter than me. I'm kicking some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way it has to be. Because like you said, in your book, you made it like a novel, like a script or whatever. In my book, I did it as you and I having a conversation just like we are having right now. Like, I'll be like, yo, I used to hang out with Cuco. And you'll be like, who the fuck is Cuco?
And
Nigga.
that's gonna be so great.
Nigga. That's what, for a fact, Hispanics got dumb nicknames. And I say that in the book. Because I want the white person to enjoy it and say, who's Coco? Oh, no, it's Cuco. Oh, my cousin, because he's ugly, we used to name him Cuco. And then you move on. And then she'll be like, oh, now I know who Cuco is. His ugly cousin. You understand what I'm saying? And that's, people don't get that. People don't get that. That's like you and I were talking about before, Our inner circle is, let me put it in different terms. Betrayal doesn't come from an enemy. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah,
Betrayal
you're right.
never comes from an
friend.
enemy.
Yep.
Comes from friend or family.
Because they know more about you.
And they'll be
know
like,
your weaknesses.
they'll be like, oh, I can't wait for your book to come out. I can't wait for your T-shirts to come out. And none of them are buying shit.
Yeah.
But
you know what? So I'm glad that you said that. When I used to go out to social events, and then whatever you want to get into, we'll get into.
Yeah.
I used to go out to social events and socialize with whoever I could. I didn't give a fuck who it was. Transgender, male, female, tall, short, I didn't care. Midgets, right? Bartenders, whoever. And I used to communicate with them and promote my social media.
Yeah.
Once my books came out, my first book, and I put it out there, I expected to have at least 20,000 sales. You see what I'm saying? Because and what I started to realize is you can't monetize your followers.
Yep.
So now I don't give a fuck to promote my social media. I'm handing out business cards, my books, Google my name. You don't need to follow me. Google E.L Discipline. You see what I'm saying? So it's different now.
Yeah.
You see? Yeah. So I had to learn that.
It's
back
a different
then.
game. It's a different game now because, like I said before, I got, right now, my man Manny Morales is talking shit on here. He's telling me, I remember the story you told me that you wanted to become a wrestler and your wrestling gear was supposed to be a G-string backwards. Manny, stop talking shit because you went with me to Victoria's Secrets to pick them out, okay? You even bought yourself a pair, you undercover lover. All right?
Pause.
But that's my man. That's my man, Manny. You know what I'm saying? Manny, let me tell you something. Manny lives out in Florida. And I said this a couple of weeks ago, and I'll say it again. When I got really sick where I thought I was not going to make it, Manny was one of the first people in Florida to call me in the hospital via Facebook Messenger and talk me down because I was in a place where I was like, I'm not coming back. This man from Florida. I only met Manny one time, and we've been friends ever since. Batsu, who's on the show, came from all the way from the Bronx and visited me in Queens, brought me juice and stuff like that. Casey Lycan, same thing. Pablo Nova. Wrestlers. Meanwhile, you got family that are only half an hour away.
That's how you
that won't even take the fucking chance. You say, okay, I can't go see you in the hospital, but let me bring you some food to your house so when you get home, you got some food.
That's how you differentiate.
None of them.
That's how you differentiate. Like, when you are at your lowest, when you hit rock bottom, who are there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listen, it humbled me. When I got sick, my circle went, let's say, hypothetically speaking, from 1 million people to maybe 250,000. Look at the percentage drop. You know what I'm saying? I got a young lady on this right now, Jadira Magor. She's not my daughter by blood. Okay? She has her father. She has her mother. To me, she's my daughter. Her parents recognize me as her other father. One of the greatest supporters, gave me 2 beautiful grandkids. I got a little chocolate one and a little vanilla one. And she has shown me more love than, not my kids, but other family members. I got 4 biological. I always say I got 5 kids. I got 3 girls, and 4 girls and 1 boy. And it goes to show, like you said, when you put it out there, who supports you. Like, she's like, it better come on Amazon, it better come on Kindle. I can't wait to buy it, and I want a hard copy signed. And this is
it's the little things. And you know what? When I had put out my books, when I had published my books, and I had people who were closer to me, whether we were DMing every day on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Oh yeah, I can't wait for it to come out, and they never got it. I didn't take it personal. I just unfollowed them. I just like canceled access.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you could still follow me if you want, but you're gonna know I'm not following you.
Yeah, like
you see what I'm saying?
Like when I was doing comedy shows. Yo, let me know when's your next show. I want to come, and you know. Some people tell me, "Hey, Ralph, I work during the week. If you have anything on the weekend, I'll show up," which they did. Okay, the bachelor said, "I remember when you needed apple juice. The kid came all the way from the Bronx and brought me apple juice in Queens. I love you, bachelor. You know I do. And yo, I can't wait to go see your show. But some of them will come because it's a weekend. So 90% of the world doesn't work on the weekends.
Yeah.
And there are people, yo, I can't wait to go do the next show, whatever. And then you look on their social media, they went to go see so-and-so on a Tuesday night, and you're like, damn, you paid $80 for that ticket and probably spent like $150 in drinks. Here I had a show for only $20, and you would have had more fun because not only would you see more comedians, but you would have seen behind the scenes. And, like, all right, go do you.
Yeah.
Go do you.
Everybody wants to be part of the success.
Yes.
I feel. Right, you're not there for the grind. You want to show up for the shine.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Because I always said this: everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to, because you also have the ones that you and I were talking about behind the scenes. We also have people that do want to support you, but for the wrong reasons. Hey, I'll be an administrator on your page, or I'll be your secretary, or I'll help you. I'll be your promoter, and I'll do this or whatever. And it is to see how you functioning. And, the mistake that a lot of us do, we tell them our darkest thoughts, our secrets and everything. And when they get mad at you, they use that against you.
I'm glad you said that, because tomorrow night's show, it's we talk about that vulnerability.
Yeah.
Like, what's harder to say, I'm sorry, I love you, or I need help. So we have a couple of callers, in studio guests. It's gonna be fun.
No, I'm gonna be watching. But the thing that gets me mad,
I love that you said that. But go ahead.
Bro, hit up in private to get some gigs in Florida. You see, look at this man. Okay, this man wants me to go down to Florida. I will talk to you about that, Manny. And there's what I mean by that is like you said, there's vulnerability and everything. The reason why there's a lot of vulnerability is because we believe sometimes, and our mistake is that we are vulnerable to people who we think are there to protect us, are there to support us, and when shit doesn't go their way because of their fuck-ups, they try to use your negativity and put it out there in public. Well,
I know how to
he likes this when he has sex. He has to take that for sex, or he spends too much money on this, or he curses at me, or she curses at me, and she's this and that. Listen, I became at a point in my life right now that I don't give a flying fuck what anybody says about me, because in this culture, if you got 2 white boys with these crazy ass hairs talking about I'm an island boy. They suck at what they do, and they're fucking millionaires because people dog them. Because people say they look stupid. Because people say these guys are retarded. You're making them rich.
Yes.
So call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. You give me viewers. You helping me get a sponsor. Shit. Tell my secrets. Shit, I put it in my next book. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, you know I've said that writers are dangerous because any type of conversation, experience, you might get in a book.
Yeah, listen. Before, my stepson is Cam Bernard, and he's a stand-up comic. Yes, we'll talk, Manny, after the show. Definitely. Send me some of his stuff.
But one thing I'm going to say is I'm loyal to a fault. And even the people I'm no longer speaking to, you understand? Where bridges were burned, right? Their secrets still stay with me.
Uh-huh.
You know,
I'm in that same way, too. But, nah, let's keep it real, brother. Let's keep it real. You know, we could be as loyal as we want to be. But it comes to a point where how long are you going to be the hero before? How long are you going to be the hero fighting the villain for so long? Sooner or later, you're going to become that villain, too.
Well, I'm loyal to myself first.
Oh, I'm loyal to myself,
because of
too.
my integrity and values. And that's why I won't do that. Whether it's like snitching or whatever.
No, listen, as far as what I mean by that is, you know, I play by the rules with you. But you keep hitting me low blows. You keep getting that kidney punch, the rabbit punch. After a while, okay, fucker, I'm going to give you one too. Let you know that I can get down as dirty as you can. And that puts people in their place.
Yeah.
You understand? Sometimes you have to. You don't want to, but it's a necessary fact that you have to do it.
I mean, I think one of my toxic traits is, I'll talk about it in season 7, is I get revenge in subtle ways.
Yeah.
Where it's not like I'm not in the streets anymore. So
No, I'm not
saying? It's like I get revenge in different ways where it's corporate. You know,
Yeah,
where it's
see,
more like
I
you won't see it coming.
I can do that too, depending on the person you're dealing with, depending on their intellectually.
Yeah, but the reason is I have a lot to lose now than I did. So, you know, I could pull up. It's on site.
Yeah.
It might. I have things to lose.
Yeah, no.
You know what could happen.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about like as far as street justice. What I'm talking about is you're the bigger person and you realize, damn, I used to be this way with you, but because of your deceits and your things, I became this person. And the thing is, I like this new person because now it's like, okay, now I'm not that weak person that held your hand or helped you eat or whatever, and you went and did your shit, and then when you see who I become, because people change people, rather it's family, a relationship, a good friend, something that somebody in your life did something to changes you.
Okay.
It can change your outlook on life. It can change you how from now on you're not going to make a left turn here or any slight little thing. So then they get mad and say, but you're not like this anymore. Thanks to you. I don't hate you.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be that person that it was easy for you to walk on.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So now you become this person, and now you become no matter who it is, whether it's business or whatever. You know, you got bosses to be like, why are you leaving, man? You were my best worker. I said, you never gave me a raise for 10 years. You know, holidays you walk right by me, but gave this motherfucker that comes in late every day, everything, and you expect me to stay. Now, my dude, I'm going to take what I learned here and take it to somebody that's going to say, hey, I got you better. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that. Relationships, work, whatever it is that you do. It's like, you know, you came on my show. I bet you, if I didn't tell you, and I'm not trying to brag, you know, I'm a very humble person. I'm gonna keep.
He's lying.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I told you. Remember, you and I had a conversation. I was like, yo, put it in a book.
Yeah.
Put it in a book. I said, there's no shows out there that you do in that you don't have to subscribe to get it. Put it out there, something new. That somebody's going to say, hey, we don't got this on cable. We don't got this on XM. Hey, man, come over here. We're going to give you everything you want. Now you can say whatever you want to say. Now you can do, you know what I'm saying? And look at you now. Look, you got a very successful podcast. You got 7 books, you know? And you're going to tell me, and I know I'm not the only one that was in your ear saying, yo, Pa, you could do this, you could do this. Tell me now that you don't see the world differently than what you saw it back in 2016.
Absolutely.
See what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, it comes to that. It comes to that point where, like my daughter said, 2 can play that game. Exactly. My daughter knows that she's not going to take no shit from nobody. She knows that she went through. Listen, she was with a gentleman, and baby, I'm not going to say nothing personal. She was with a gentleman that she had a son with. Mm-hmm. Everybody was like, oh, but he's Latino too. He's Ecuadorian too. He's going to love you. Ecuadorian men are the best. They're going to, this motherfucker don't give a shit about my grandson. She meets a black guy, my son-in-law, that I can say is my son-in-law. Not only loves the son that she had with somebody else, who's raising him, raising another man's seed, and gave her another, and raises them both like they're both my blood. And I've seen their relationship grow. I see the love she has for him. I see the love he has for her. Yeah, it's not perfect like every other relationship, but here you go from an outside element that opened your eyes and said, damn, you know what? He or she was right. She set me the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And with your show, with your books, I know you're telling somebody the same thing. Somebody's going to look in your show and say, you know what, man, this motherfucker's right. Absolutely. Why didn't I, all this time that was up here, why the fuck didn't I do that? You know how many people were on this goddamn show? They got their own shows now and everything else? And you the only one that invited me to it? Fuck all y'all motherfuckers. I'm only kidding. I love y'all. I don't hate. But, you know, they took something out of here, or they took something and said, damn, you know what? That episode of Raphael G talking about his parents or talking about this or just making, that shit made sense. Damn, let me try it. At least if you tried and failed, it's better than not trying at all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing, man. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. This motherfucker right here is the next shaft. All right, I'm going to tell you right now. This motherfucker right here is the next shaft. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say no. This motherfucker see more pussy than a gynecologist. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck. Stop it. The book says it. It's in black and white. It's in black and white. It says it right there. All right? It says it right there. He is constantly felicitating education along the way whenever it's romance, BDSM. Come on. That's not Black Diamond social media. You know what that means, BDSM. This motherfucker see more pussy than a gynecologist, and I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. He sees that good pussy though, not that old lady. Hey, I think I got a crabs. No, bitch, you're so old. You got fruit flies. You know what I'm saying? That's what this motherfucker. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yo.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Yo.
I'm gonna keep it. But listen, man, I don't hate on nobody. I don't, because I always said whatever's good for one is good for the other. Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so proud of you. I really am. And in the years that I've known you, you've always shown me respect. There are times that we don't talk to each other for a while, but every time we see each other, it's like we saw each other yesterday. You know, when you invited me on your show, it was a big thrill for me. I had a great time. I saw the show. I was like, damn, you know, we had some good times. Same thing with my boy Diamond Cash. Diamond Cash has been on the show. Diamond Cash invited me on his show. We did an interview in the park, 2 hours, just talking shit. We had no topic. We were just talking shit. He would ask the questions, and we had a great time. Why? Because you're when you have that positive circle, no matter if other people don't like what you do, because you know we got fake ass Christians out there, religious people to be like, oh, this is the book of the devil. You know, sodomy is wrong. Yeah, it might be wrong to you, but it feels good to me. I don't give a fuck. She like it, I'm giving it to her that way. I don't give a fuck. Keeping it real. Let's keep it real. Listen, I'm gonna say it like I'm gonna say it, and people might get mad. But I'm gonna say it, and you're gonna take this to heart, my brother, because I know you like storing shit. God was the first baby daddy.
Okay.
Let's keep it real. He was the first baby daddy. Joseph was the first stepdaddy.
Oh, shit.
And everybody praises them. Everybody praises them, right? Why can't they praise me? Why can't they praise a man who, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's keep it real. If we want Maury Povich and the DNA, in the case of baby Jesus, Joseph, you are not the father. You know Mary's going to be like, oh, let me explain something. All right? I know who it is, but I can't bring him out here. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. And what I mean by that, and I don't mean to make a joke or disrespect my God. I love my God. But you see what I just said? Mm-hmm. If you can go out there and worship something or support something or like something that people will look at it as that's the most amazing thing in the world, but you don't see its downfalls, then you're a blind person. You got to be able to see everything. And that's how you make your choice. There are people, like I said, there's people that be like, they're interested in the book. They might not like it, but they'll be like, hey, it was something different. It wasn't that typical whodunit.
Oh, they're going to like it.
You understand what I'm saying? I know they are. But then you got people that be like, ooh, he got another book coming out? I like the, where does he continue?
Yeah. And that's the thing with a plethora of my books. I put everything in there for everybody. So you see the book, it's not just BDSM, obviously.
Yeah,
There's
no.
crime, drama.
Yeah, of course, man. You know, you
that.
tell your stories the way you want. Like, look, listen, Confessions of a Concierge is not me making fun of the rich. It's not me criticizing the rich. It's exactly what I saw. Mm-hmm. Okay? It's exactly what I saw because you and I are from the hood. You and I are from the ghetto. How many times in our lives, Discipline, have we sat back and said, damn, if I had a condo, if I had a Ferrari, if I had this luxury apartment, if I did this and I did that, how I would live and how this and that, I would do this, I would do this, I would do that. And then you see it firsthand, not what you see on TV, like, oh, the luxurious trips and everything. You see behind the scenes, and you're like, man, I'm kind of better off where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? I mean, in the book, I've seen people that there was beautiful people. There was people there that remembered where they came from. When you read the book, you'll see who they are. And there's some people out there that you're like, damn, nigga, you're that miserable. You make this much money, and you're that fucking miserable. Money doesn't buy happiness. That's a lie. Let's keep that real. Let's keep it real. The only way, Pitbull said it best. You know how money buys happiness? When you give it away. You see what I'm saying? Because somebody who didn't have it, you give it to them. If right now, you and I are walking down the street, we see a homeless man. You and I give that man $20 each. He's happy as shit. That's $40 he didn't have an hour ago. He can get something to eat. He can finally have something in his stomach for that one day. Or be smart and say, you know, let me spend 10 here, 10 here, 10, and he can eat for 4 days, depending on how they do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with our books. People are going to be like, oh, he's making fun of the rich. He's making fun of this. Read it carefully what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I saw. The Viva la Vida Loca, that's a whole different ballgame. That motherfucker's going to take you into my mind. The Joker's going to be like, nigga, you fucked up.
Yeah, I can't wait.
You fucked up.
I can't wait.
You know?
You want to get into these?
Well, we only got 6 minutes left. Pick one. You pick one. We only got 6 minutes left. And people are enjoying it. We're getting a lot of good. My daughter wants to buy your book. Okay? Batches, thank you for logging on. Manny Morales. Everybody who's logged on. John from New Mexico. Evelise from the Bronx. Apollonia from the Bronx. I mean, Evelise from Jersey. People are enjoying it. They love God. Somebody said, God gives you happiness. Love gives you happiness. Exactly. Money doesn't. Because you can be happy with money. When they take away your money, you're like,
people are unhappy with a lot of money.
Yeah, man.
Their social skills suck. Their relationships suck.
Come on, look at Kim and Kanye.
You know.
Come on, my man. I know you.
I mean,
I know.
that's a different situation,
yeah, but come on.
though.
Did you see that interview that she said? Oh, you gotta go out there and fucking work.
Yeah.
I mean, when did she ever work, dude? You're more better into that than I am. When did you ever see Kim work? Seriously. That was a slap in the face to hard women that do make it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like their situation is so different because it's just how she got famous.
Right.
Like you cannot change a hoe into a housewife.
Okay, let's do this right. Let's do this. You see what he said? No, he's making a lot of sense what you said. If Kim's father was not OJ's lawyer,
okay,
let's say she was just a regular rich girl. Nobody knows who her father is or nothing. And she made a sex tape with Ray J. They would have been like, okay, just another whore. Mm-hmm. But her father was the man who helped AJ go free. Yeah. Wait a minute. Kardashian's daughter's fucking Ray J? Isn't that the guy who helped OJ? Mm-hmm. You and I can hit the lottery. You and I can make a video with another woman that hit the lottery. And it gets leaked. Just two rich motherfuckers making sex tapes. That's it. But because her father was who he was, and AJ wasn't who he was, and then she took, come on, how many fucking celebrities she fucked with? That bitch got more rings than Thanos, man.
Yeah.
She got more rings than the fucking Infinity Wars, man. You and I both know that. But you are working hard for me. You're starting from the bottom. You and I can say, if God willing, that we're both successful in our books and everything. Even if we make it just to be thousandaires, we can say, I started from the bottom, now I'm here. I might not be able to afford that mansion, but I can get that 2-bedroom apartment right there, and I'll be happy with it. I might not be able to get that Lamborghini, but I got a Ford, but it's a 2022. You see what I'm saying? You and I look at life differently.
Yeah.
You know for a fact that I wish you nothing but the best. I love you as a brother. You've been a good friend to me. You've been a loyal friend to me. And I wish that to anybody who has their hustle. But just remember this. You could be poor and be more happier than a person with money. Yeah, you could. Because I'd rather have nothing and be happy than have everything and be unhappy.
Yeah.
But remember these words when I'm going to tell you. Rather you're polishing shit or you're polishing gold. You do it to the best of your ability because you never know when you got to go back to the other.
You did say that.
I told you. No matter what. And those words always stay here. His books are out. Where can they see you? Where can they buy you? Go ahead. Do your thing. This is your time now. Go ahead.
Google E.L Discipline. Go to the YouTube channel, the Discipline Therapy Podcast. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We're live tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 Central, 7 Mountain, and 6 Pacific. You can get the books at Amazon.com, Barnes & Nobles, BooksAMillion.com. Also, electronic versions. I had 7 of them. You're going to like one. Yeah. Or not all, or if not all.
Listen, you're going to like them all, like it or not, read them. Maybe it'll bring some freakiness into your fucking relationship, you boring fucks.
They're all
read
different
this man.
genres, self-help, BDSM, crime, thriller.
Listen, it's a little bit of everything. I mean, like you say, writing a book is like working for Baskin Robbins. It's 32 flavors, 31 flavors. One of the flavors you're going to like, Fortunately, me, I like comedy, I like horror, and I like a little freakiness myself. Sometimes I get some ideas from his books, and I'll be like,
You ever been dominated?
Hell no, it ain't gonna happen, son. That shit ain't gonna happen. Ain't no bitch gonna bend me. No. I've dominated in the bedroom. Well, I ain't gonna lie. There was one time I had this one chick, nigga. I was in my teens. She was a MILF, and she brought out the bitch in me, but it felt so good. It felt so good. And from there, she taught me, all kinds of shit. Like, she was like I would be doing her, and she would just look at me chewing gum at the same time. Like, you hear that? She's talking to you.
So now at 51.
Nigga.
Never.
Nigga, I'll take a man. I'll tell you right now. I'll carry a bitch like a 6-pack.
That's why you in my circle.
That's right. I'll be like, that's it. And Listen, if half of these young kids now can do what I learned, what you know, these 17s to 20-something years old.
Listen, a lot of these guys,
they'll have a lot of women.
A lot of these guys never really seen naked bodies before.
Dude.
That's why they think like women don't have these stretch marks and cellulite. They think they got these perfect
let
bodies.
me
and
tell you,
shit
I
like
don't
that.
care if you got.
These little boys never had sex before.
I don't care if they got tiger stripes, dude.
Exactly.
Cornflakes, Tony the Tiger. That means show him you're a tiger. Show him you. And if I'm blind, I'll use those stretch marks to read. Okay, the pussy's done with somewhere over here. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. If you fine, you fine. Anyways, the R&R Show. Again, Discipline, thank you for being on the show so much. Next week, we'll be back. My brother, get the books. Get the books. Trust me, you won't be. Charles, again, thank you. It's the R&R Show on the LDM Network. I'll see you guys next week. God bless.
The following videos contain material that is not appropriate for young audiences or stuck-up assholes.